how are you guys projecting out right now? So I'm having issues, right, with underwriting right now as well. We are too, right? Banks, we're having issues with our lenders. Our lenders are like, dude, I got stories with lenders that it's like it doesn't make sense, right? Some of the stuff that they're doing because they're afraid. How are you guys underwriting? How are you projecting out right now? So when you're doing your interest rates, on your syndication, whatever software you use or whatever spreadsheet you guys have, how are
Mhm.
you guys projecting? Are you guys increasing vacancies right now? Because we're seeing rents soften a bit. We're also seeing vacancies go up a little bit, right? It's just a weird time. Yet there's not a lot of inventory. So why stuff sitting is just really weird. This is what we're
Sure.
finding.
So there's three kinds of debt. There's permanent, there's bridge, and there's bank, right? Um, and bridge is useful in certain situations, but I think bridge financing is financial suicide. We only put long-term debt on our buildings, and in order to get long-term debt, like 5, 7, 9, and 12-year money, sometimes we have to go with bank financing, which can be recourse. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm totally okay with that. And the reason why, Martin, is because look, like I bought a $16.3 million apartment complex about 6 months ago. And we actually did a bank deal. So there was full recourse. Now, I'm not afraid of that. Why? Because at 16.3 million, they advanced $12.25 million at closing. So we had to raise in about $4 million for the down payment. And then they have another 3 million available to us through a draw process. So the
Yeah.
total loan is 15 million. But as we draw out the loan and then it's fully deployed and fully drawn, the value of that building will go up with the rents going up, and the building's going to be worth about 27 million. So I think in my head, I think, look, if I defaulted on this deal and I paid 16.3 million for it, I'm only in a recourse situation if I don't pay back the 12.2 million.
Mm-hmm.
Right? What's the chances that the value of that building is going to go from 16.3 to 12.2? The chances of that happening is zero. Like that's
Yeah.
not going to happen. Now,
That's an
I
elite.
would
That's an elite mindset, by the way. That's
sure.
that's because that's a different mindset, by the way. Because a lot of people would get in their head and think, "Oh shit, this bad, this the other." Anyways, I wanted to point
Yeah.
that out.
But the math, like you said, the math gives me
Hmm.
confidence. The
Hmm.
math tells me, I tell people, look, commercial real estate is sixth grade math. My sixth grader, Alessandra, she could do this math,
Hmm.
right? It's not that difficult. The math tells me if I do the rents at a certain amount, expenses at a certain amount of net operating income, divided by the cap rate, it's going to give me a certain value. There's no way that building's going backwards in value. So I'm okay. So structure wise, back to your point, that's what I was trying to get at is a lot of people that are going to get in trouble over the next year or two were buying properties with very short-term money with very high loan to values using bridge financing. I hope they don't get in trouble, but that's a recipe to get for more trouble. So what we're doing now